So what does $139,000 get you in the new 2025 Land Rover Range Rover SE trim in the P530? Now, with the hood up, let's go ahead and dive in here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. You have in the 2025 Land Rover Range Rover 2 engine options. Now, that's the 3.0 liter 6-cylinder, which is a V6. And then you have what we have here, a 4.4 liter V8. Between those two powertrains, or the engine options, you have different variations, such as a turbo supercharged or a plug-in hybrid, and then the 4.4 turbocharged. And in that V8, you even have a more powerful option in the autobiography trim. But this being the SE, smaller horse in the barn. Now, paired together with the 8-speed automatic transmission, 4.4 liter V8, pushing 523 horsepower with 553 pounds-feet of torque. My goodness, is that a lot of pep to your step? Let's go ahead and talk some more information and MPG numbers. Now, it does come with an all-wheel drive twin-speed transfer box, all-wheel steering, electric power steering as well, with an electronic active differential. MPG 16 city, 23 highway, 19 combined, with the 23.8-gallon gas tank size. Dimensions on the short wheelbase is 199 inches in length, 87 inches in width, and 74 inches in height. 118-inch wheelbase with 11.6 inch of ground clearance and 8,200 pounds of towing capacity. Now, take into consideration, everybody, that if you do have a long wheelbase, this is the shorter or the standard wheelbase, you will have different numbers with regards to the wheelbase and the length of the car, okay? Now, this is the Carpathian gray exterior paint color, phenomenal, probably one of my favorite colors here at Land Rover. Range Rover going across, and then we got the dual color front grille, the upper grille, and kind of the high gloss black interior, and then kind of that say bronze slash silver finish, and it's a matte finish. LED headlights, we left the hazards on. Also, they do have the signature daytime running lights with the auto high beam assist, and they have the headlight washers, okay? Dropping down, we have LED fog lights, bumper sensors going across with the 360 panoramic camera in the front. And lower than that, we have the nice, beautiful, glossy, hyper silver front bumper. Now, very classy, very luxury. I love how it just kind of flows together in the same, everything is just kind of flattened and tucked in, giving it more of a simplistic look. No wheel well trim, love that on these 2025 Range Rovers. We see that in the prior models as well. Again, different trims will get you different version of rims and tires. We're running the Pirelli Scorpions, and it's coming in at a 285/40 23-inch rim with the Air Ride adaptive dynamic system, okay? On the steering wheel, I did mention it does have the all-wheel drive and the all-wheel steering. More trim, very nice and flush with the door. Simplistic, not much going on. The 3D rocker panel area. We have the pop-out or deployable handles with the keyless fob entry. Side mirror is completely fully loaded. We have the lighting and the proximity lighting. We have the integrated blinker lighting, the camera system, power foldable, blind spot assist, auto dimmable, and heated. So that is an expensive side mirror. Up top, we have no roof rails, okay? But take into consideration that, yes, you can add the option of roof rails. We have high gloss black trim going around the windows, and the panoramic glass, as you did see that Sandu behind the camera did show you guys that. Another thing I'd like to mention to you guys that you do have the 3 trims, the SE, the autobiography, and the SV in the 2025, but you get a lot of different types of packs to add on, like a cold climate and things of that sort. But just keep an eye out for that. Now, this is $139,000. The MSRP is coming in at, I believe, $131,400 on this exact car. So just take that into consideration, because a lot of people are putting on what they want with regards to these cars, okay? So just have that in mind when you're shooting over to your dealership. Dropping down now, this rear end, adaptive aerodynamics, you'll see the, let me go ahead and show you guys what that looks like actually. Now, this is what I was talking about, okay? Go ahead and go right. It drops that back left corner. You hear it engage. If you go ahead and go left, it actually pops that up and drops that back right corner, okay? Just adding to the aerodynamic of the car and the stability as you're driving this car, okay? Now, coming over to the rear, I would like to point out to you guys also as well that I'm a big fan of the fact that this back glass or these back doors don't have the lower glass trim. Again, giving it that cleaner, minimalist look. High class, high luxury, pinnacle of luxury, I might say. And I am literally crying inside because I cannot afford this car. But if you guys do like and subscribe to our channel at Vagabond Builds, I'm sure soon in time you guys putting bread on our tables and being supporters of our channels. We appreciate you guys. I'll be able to buy this one day. Now going over to the rear end. Starting with the top, we have the spoiler with the integrated LED lighting system. Privacy glass back here that comes from the back quarter panel glass. And I wanted to mention this little trim piece or trinket. There's a specific name and I forgot it. It's in my videos as well, my prior videos. But this little trinket or trim piece, they actually add it to the rear end of the quarter panel to make the car not look so long is what the story on the streets are, okay? That's actually directly from Land Rover itself. Now dropping down again, we have the vertical taillights with the black polka dots. Love that, super classy. Black gloss trim going across with the 360 panoramic camera here in the back as well. Nilo.com, and this is where I like to take the chance to thank the Nilo company here at Land Rover or Nilo Land Rover in Rockland, California for providing us this beautiful Range Rover for this walk around review video. Guys, amazing crew to spend time with and learning the ins and outs of these cars. Shoot over to your Rockland dealership and they will actually have guys to spend their time with you. And I'm not a salesman, I'm just doing this because they're giving us the car. Now, back to the car. Dropping down, we get more of that kind of gold / gray matte trim finish, high gloss black, rear bumper with the bumper sensors integrated. And then we have the parking reflectors and the backup lights. Now, if we go under the car, the dual tip exhaust on each side, right and left, okay? Now let's go ahead and enter the rear cargo space and get a load of that split tailgate. Now, some cargo numbers real quick: 41 cubic feet of space with those second row seats up, 84 cubic feet of cargo capacity with the second row seats down. Now I'm gonna have to show you guys a little bit about what you got back here because there's quite a bit. We got a bumper, a tailgate that we have a button here. Press that and you can also use this for a tailgate party if you're going to a football game, baseball game, and you're in the parking lot. You want to tailgate, very nice, and it's all electric controlled up and down. You also have the manual privacy visor here. You could actually keep it like that or just fold it over. And over here to the right, you have some more things going on. I did mention the air suspension with the adaptive dynamics. You can actually increase and decrease that rear end for your towing, okay? Now, let me go ahead and show you how to do that. You press the button and you can go down and up. Oh, just gotta press it, there you go. And also to control that back seat area, you do have a 40%er, a 20%er, and a 40%er, but the way they go down is 60% on the driver's side and 40% on the passenger. Let me show you guys how that looks. Just like that. And also 40% on the passenger. You don't have to keep them pressed, okay? So they go back just like that. And under that, shout out to Land Rover for doing this. The spare tire, love that because any manufacturer should put a spare tire in their cars. Now that we're done with the powertrain, the exterior, and the cargo, let's go ahead and talk Range Rover interior. Furthering this video of what $139,000 gets you, and if you didn't fall in love yet with the exterior of this car, I have to say you're gonna fall in love with this interior with this Perlino Windsor leather, phenomenal color. Yes, a little bit more high maintenance because of the kind of cream or white look, but look at how it comes together with this natural wood inlay. Phenomenal look, just beautiful all around. The 13-inch PV Pro system, full digital driver cockpit cluster. Phenomenal look. Again, guys, like and subscribe and support me. But starting with the in details door panel. Now, got the memory seating on the passenger and the driver. We have the controls to your windows, side mirrors, as well as your child lock windows and so forth. Got the handle down here and the lock and unlock button. Let me go ahead and open that door and what it looks like, just like that. Very classy. And the Meridian sound system on or in this interior, okay? That's also an added option, is the Meridian sound system. Silver trim with that natural wooden inlay. We don't have anything going on but a tailgate lift button on the left-hand side of that electric steering column. Leather wrapped steering wheel with heated steering wheel. We got paddle shifters right behind that steering wheel, ways to control your lane departure assist, cruise control on the right, sensors, and to control that cluster screen on the left. Pressing that little circle there in the center opens us up to the info card, and we could actually change the display. And I'm not going to go into much details, but we get different options and we can make it a full map so you're not looking to your right on your PV Pro system, and you're actually staying a bit more safer as you're looking at just your cluster. And then we could go ahead and go back to the normal or focused look. Okay, now quad, I guess you want to call it a quad spoke steering, because you have one in one and then one in one on the bottom, or you want to call it a two spoke. It's up to you. On the right hand side, we have the lever to control those windshield wipers, and those are rain sensing windshield wipers. On the left hand side, for that lighting lever, we have the signature lighting in the front and back, along with your fog light controls. On the PV Pro system, we have the tri-zone climate control. I want to show you guys a few things. Full navigation and what it looks like, 13 inches. And I love how that screen does curve together with the dashboard. You also can control, this is the way your media is going to look like. All right, and your channels. Go home. You also have the split screens along with what's going on, slope assist, your compass, wheel info, your all-wheel drive system, wade sensing if you want to go through water. Remember that there is also a maximum level of wade sensing and so much more. Now let's go ahead and go to our little apps, go to our cameras and show you guys what the camera system looks like from the bird's eye view and the 3D version. All right, check that out. And you can change the angles of that as well. You also have the parking assist. Okay, that is an awesome feature to have. And you also have the off-road option as well. Now let's go back to home and go back to our apps. We also get the Android Auto, the Apple CarPlay. Let's go ahead and show you guys what the seat controls look like. Again, top tier interface. You can control and adjust these seats, all right? Everywhere you want. You got your headrest, your bolsters, lumbar, and cushion. Again, guys, we can't go through too much because it's going to be too long of a video, and show you guys what the climate looks like as well. That's the way you would control your climate, your vents, and so forth. All right. You also have the camera button here as well on the right, instead of going into the interface too. Now, what's under the wooden inlay? We have the wireless charging pad, USB-C plug-in with some cubby room, engine start, stop button, and your shift lever. And I want you guys to keep an eye that look how simplified and no buttons it looks. Now, I do get comments in the comment section that people hate the fact that they don't have hard buttons and you're going to be distracted as you're driving to go in through your touch sensitive, but there are ways to set things to make them easier inside this car, okay? But I just want you guys to keep an eye on how clean this car looks, and I'm a fan here at Vagabond Builds with this, along with Sandu behind that camera. Now, cup holders, this is what the 2025 key fob is going to look like for the Range Rover, and you can actually slide that cup holder back. More cubby room, USB-C plug-in in there as well. More cubby room for the center console, and you have the Windsor leather on that armrest as well. Up top, panoramic glass, tilt slide moonroof option with an electric controlled visor. In front of that is going to be a frameless rear view mirror as well, and the way to control that electric visor and moonroof is up here, okay? What do we get in front of the passenger seat? We get two glove compartments, one on top. I'm going to pop that open, glove compartment with the 12-volt outlet there on your right. Dropping this down, more room, and again, look how clean and simplified it looks. You got two little mini buttons there. Seating system does come heated and ventilated in the front as Also in the rear, and you have, again, I showed you guys the way to control these seats, electric controlled front seats, phenomenal, all right? And the way you're gonna control that kind of reminds me of a Mercedes on the door panel, all right? Now let's go ahead and shoot over to the second row seating and finish off with this video. Back here on the second row seating, boy, do I feel like a boss back here. Now, I have to say, guys, you feel like you're sitting in the front. The only thing that you don't have in front of you is the cluster, the PV Pro system, and the steering wheel, which, yeah, it's a lot. But again, if you're sitting in the passenger seat, no difference. Because why? Get a load of the fully loaded door panels. Now, let me go ahead and shoot over here. And you got so much going on. You have your unlock lock button there, your Meridian sound system, the natural wooden inlays, okay, and the kind of chrome silver. But what I wanted to show you is this little control unit here that you're getting, okay? Not only that you can control your back bench electrically, but you also can control a few other things from this little touch-sensitive control unit. You can control both windows from one side of the rear bench. Let me show you guys. Both windows, you get this one and the one over to my side just by one button. And then you can control each one singular, okay? As well as you can control your reading light, that's up top here. You can also control your visors and along with sounding the mute button for that sound if a phone call is coming in, okay? A lot going on. You also have the in front of the bench seat, hard back on the back of those front seats with pockets, all right? In between, you have the dual climate control, making this a quad climate control, so every passenger is getting their own temperature, all right? Then we have a 110 volt, 180 watt inverter if you want to bring an air fryer and air fry some zucchini for your passengers, and so forth. Now, armrest, fully loaded armrest with cubby room, all right? And the cup holders. Up top, we got the reading light and the LED lighting, the O snap handle, and the black gloss trim with a hook for some hangers and so forth. Now, guys, I want to show you guys one more cool thing is how to control this back bench. And you can only control the backrest angle, all right? And I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, and head clearance is completely there if we have it upright. Leg clearance is completely there. And let's go ahead and drop this angle if you don't like the upright angle, and drop it down and make it more comfortable for us tall people for that lower back, I say. So long road trip car, this completely just knocks it out of the ballpark. But guys, as we like to do here at Vagabond Builds, we like to drop those MSRP stickers so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on this car, because there's just so much with regards to the list and the price tags. So here it goes. We appreciate you guys watching our channel at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu. Keep watching. Check out our other videos because we have more cool things coming. Thank you and God bless.